I have no idea how good the audio is, so I apologize for that. It's just me today. I should probably point the lights at me at least. That makes it a wee bit better, right? Yeah, yeah. All right. All right. Let's look up. I got my phone minutes back on my phone again, so I can now use my phone without taking. So that's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's the current one. That's chapter 29. Do. Sorry, Ben's not here. He. There, that's the one I want. He is. Pause that. I'll quote that. He basically a long day at work. That's all it really is. All right, there are 16 comments. I don't know if all of them are questions. So the first one is a political question. Ben doesn't. It's not so much that Ben doesn't like politics. It's Ben doesn't like politics on this channel, and so we keep. We don't really talk about politics on this channel. If you want to do politics, we're thinking about doing one of these, not quite live streams, because you have to have 1,000 subscribers now to do a live stream. But these questionnaire and talking point videos we're going to start doing on my channel because we can't do politics here. Economics question. I'm not sure where Ben sits on economics and politics, but I'll try to skirt the line as easily as possible. Where do Americans usually save their money? In banks, at home, or in gold? Perhaps some store in pillowcases or labeled jars. Do you, Joe, keep your money in basement or behind one of your wooden beams, for instance? Or do you, like a pirate, keep it under an old tree in a thick forest, which tomorrow, unfortunately, can be a field for potato seeds? Um, it's actually a mix with most humans, or most Americans, most humans too. Um, like I've heard a whole bunch of different ways that most people. Gold is usually a little bit more upper class though, saving it in gold and minerals and stocks. You can sometimes see that like there's penny stocks and stuff like that, in different ways for that. I'm hoping this is recording just fine. I hope the audio is just fine. Um, yeah, so I apologize if it's not. I keep my money two places. I always have cash because you never know when you're going to need cash. And I keep those actually in old pill bottles. So, so you'll find old pill bottles full of coins and dollar bills and stuff like that with me. Also, I don't have a lot of money because most of my money went into medical. I mean, the part that's in my back alone is $8,000. So it's kind of hard to keep saving up money when you have medical problems like that. Uh, Ben keeps his in a bank. I know that. And so there's that. Oh, it's a mad world. Yes, I have seen It's a mad world. And I do like It's a mad world. That is a weird one, and I like it. If it's the one I remember it is. Extremely important question for Frightened Joe. The last time, it's getting a rule, the connection was bad, and so I'm sorry. So if Joe had said, speaking of traveling, I can't go up to step to Russia. No, I want to go to the steppes of Russia. It's not I can't, I would like to. I actually want to go up to the steppes of Russia. I'm not scared. Um, they might have different Baird streets. No, it was. I apologize. That was simply bad connection. Um, I do want to go up because you've got several different castles and old stuff that you have in Russia that I want to see. So no, I want to go to the steppes of Russia. I'm not afraid of the steppes of Russia. I'm not afraid. But yeah, I'm used to most animals being able to eat me up, glasses and all. I do. I actually have A balalaika. When I got this balalaika, it had no strings, and this thing was missing. So I had to get strings, and I'm pretty sure it's out of tune. Yeah, it's out of tune right now. And I don't really feel like sitting here and... But yeah, I can play ish the balalaika. Although it was so hard to get strings for this thing, because like say I want strings for a balalaika. A what? A 3-string guitar. that's how most. Oops. Yeah, but it needs to be tuned. It needs to be tuned pretty bad. So yeah, no, I'm not afraid of Russia. That was just a bad connection, and I apologize for that. All right, for Ben. Sorry, Ben's not here. We'll actually have him answer that next time he's on. As you don't define the quality of messages being sent here, so I pour them here, and please pay attention to everyone and answer all the questions, read all the comments. We try to. We try to answer and read them all. Thank you, Honey Joe and Wiley Ben, for recommending us It Happened on 5th Avenue. It is a great movie. We liked it a lot. We laughed, smiled, and got the main idea. We bow. But we didn't find any of the recommended movies neither. The Guys Come Home, nor Harvey. Perhaps you meant Harvey with James Stewart. Yes. This movie's adored by me, but it's not contemporary American movie for kids. Something is going wrong. Oh, it's not contemporary. Oh, yeah, it's not contemporary. I don't watch a lot of contemporary movies. You'd have to actually, we'll have to ask Ben what's a good contemporary. But yes, Harvey with James Stewart is the one I was thinking of. Thank you. I do try to. I am perfectly fine with helping with reading. The name of the resort, Ben's not here, so I'm not going to do the full question, but part of the question was, on Ben's shirts, there's this sign that's always the same, and it's because Ben works at Grand Targhee, which is a skiing lodge up in the Rocky Mountains, in the middle of the mountains. It's a really pretty place. He does maintenance up there, so he fixes all the things that break down and stuff. For the sake of Buddha, Allah, or Snow White, correct my errors if I have them, although sometimes if you can. Okay. If I find them, I'll do my best to correct them, but I'm not so great at grammar either. So a set of questions for the brothers. All right, so we'll do this one again as well when Ben's here. Sadly, it's just me tonight. What are your first and second favorite bird? My first favorite bird, I would actually have to say, is the bald eagle. Most of the reason for that is because we have a nest of about 3 bald eagles, and I've got a few videos of them, and I want to get enough, because they're little tiny clips, so I want to get enough of them and kind of push it together, of the tons of different birds that live around us, because we live out in the middle of nowhere. And so we have 2 massive bald eagles, which live out by the river that's out behind our house a little ways. And so I love watching the bald eagles fly. They're huge, majestic birds. What flowers are you fond of? Your most favorite and more favorite? Let's see. My favorite flower, personally, I would have to say is the lily. I really like, and it's the lily pond lily, not the one that has the pad, the lily pad. I like the flowers that come out of it. They're really pretty in my opinion. Is yo-yo popular in America? And did brothers play this toy for toddlers or teenagers? I played with the yo-yo a lot when I was a teenager. I think I still have one somewhere, but I got kind of good at it. I could make it go up, go down. I could do a couple of tricks. I wasn't ever super at it, but yo-yo comes and goes as a fad. Okay. Peace. Thank you very much for showing up. Teenager's question only for Joe. What is your AC/DC's Adorable song? My favorite AC/DC song. Or for some reason, I've always liked Back in Black. I think I know a few bands did Crazy Train. I'm not sure if AC/DC did a version of Crazy. No, that was Black Sabbath that did Crazy Train, not AC/DC. But I'd have to say Back in Black is probably my favorite AC/DC song. A few others that I really like, but Back in Black I have to say is my favorite. How many grandmas and grandpas have I got? I've only got one still living. Our grandpa lived with us for quite a while before he died. 6 years. He lived with us 6 years before he died, but I only have one grandma still alive. The rest of them have all died. Do brothers collect their garbage separately, or they just like doing it and spoiling our Mother Earth? I actually mostly recycle, and I do kind of more of an old style recycling. Like aluminum cans, I melt down and recast into ingots and make stuff out of them. So like the aluminum cans from like soda pop and stuff like that. That's usually what I do with that. I like the old school recycle, where you take something and repurpose it into something that else so you can continue to use. Does Joe everywhere walk barefoot? Yes. And how many times a week does Joe take a shower or go to a sauna? Until I had this in my back, right now I can't take a shower, sadly. Usually I do it 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes more. But sadly, right now I have to take a bath tissue, like the moist towelette bath, because sadly because I have open wounds on my back, they're afraid of infection, and so I can't take a shower. This Thursday I'll be going in, and they'll be taking it off and taking a look at the stitches, seeing how well they healed, and so by then I'll be able to know if I can come home and then take a shower, or have to wait another week longer before I'm allowed to get my bandages wet, basically. And I walk everywhere. Like, I do wear sandals during the winter because ice is cold and we have a lot of ice. But I don't usually, like, all summer long, if I can get away with it, I don't wear shoes. I only wear shoes when I go into town, because most people frown on you walking barefoot through town. And even then, my shoes are just sandals, because I don't like wearing shoes. Yes, I would die for America if necessary. That depends entirely on what the necessary means, but I actually tried to join the military, and if you're joining the military, that usually means you're willing to die for the country in which you're defending. Yes, we love you guys too. And it's Ben and Joe, Ben, like Benjamin. My dad actually named all of his boys, so they like have 3: Joe, Joey, Joseph, Ben, Benny, Benjamin, John, Johnny, Jonathan, Sam, Sammy, Samuel, stuff like that. He named all of us so we could do stuff like that with our name. All right, last one for today, apparently. Oh, this one again is for Ben, so sadly we'll have to ask this question again Wednesday. Yes. I think I'll be here Wednesday. We'll have to ask this one again for Wednesday for Ben, because sadly he had a hard day at work thing. Yeah, okay, so it was Heil. Okay, so you were saying Heil, as in hello. Most of the time, though, they don't really, because Heil is more of a military hello. Most of the time, you would say Guten Abend, Guten Morgen, Guten Tag. So Guten Morgen if it's before 12 o'clock. Guten Tag if it's around 12 o'clock. Guten Abend if it's later than 12 o'clock. And then when you're ready to go to sleep, Guten Nacht, because you're going to sleep. And so basically, good morning, good day, good afternoon, see you later, good night, is usually how you say hello in German. At least most of my German friends, that's how they say it. And then, of course, there's tons of different ways of saying goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen, Tschüss, bis bald. And then Frank is going to tell me, Joe, you slaughtered the German language again. We need to start. Because Frank is my German friend that's helping me keep what little bit of the language I have, because I didn't practice for a very long time. And when you don't practice a language, you lose it. And so I need to go back to learning German. Yep, Ben is pretty good at most of that. So this is a shorter episode because it's just me. I'm sorry for that, but sometimes things happen, and basically this is one of those. Sometimes something happened. Oh, hey, look, an ad. So we're gonna try to get back together Wednesday. No promises. Thursday, I'm not going to be able to because I'm going to be at the doctor's Thursday. And so when I get back, I'm going to be dead tired and I'm probably just going to fall over and go to sleep. Friday, we don't because that's family movie night. And so we'll be watching movie as a family. Saturday, we might try. So if we don't get Wednesday, so we're going to do our best to hit Wednesday. If we don't hit Wednesday, you'll see us again Saturday. So either Wednesday or Saturday and if we do hit Wednesday, we'll still do Saturday. And then it's coming up close to when I'm going to be gone for about a week and a half. So there's that coming up too. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Thank you so much for your comments and questions. I've got, as you can now tell, I'm speaking a lot better, so I'm actually going to start recording again. I would show you what I've been working on today, but two of the people, they were Christmas presents, and both the people whose Christmas presents I work on both watch this channel, so I'm gonna wait. Because it's like, hey, look what I made you for, especially since one of them, as soon as I show it, she's gonna be like, oh yeah, no, that's for me. And I'm like, yeah, it's for you. No, actually, both of them, as soon as they see it, they'll know, oh, yeah, that one's for me. Oh, yeah, that one's for me. So I want to keep that more of a surprise until we get into Christmas. But I've got some missed videos that I've started actually editing. I haven't finished them yet because sadly, my energy goes up and down. I'm healing from the surgery. It's almost like they cut open my spine, opened it up, shoved an Oreo cookie in me, and sewed me back up. So energy levels are up and down, but hoping to have that balanced a little bit more. Today I actually went out shopping. Mom drove me out to town, and I walked around Walmart for about an hour. And I started hurting near the end, but it was more of a I'm tired hurting than it was a ow. So I will take it as a win. Yeah, that's about it. Hopefully this recorded okay. I'm going to watch it when it's over just to see. You all have a wonderful and blessed day. And don't worry, Ben will be back here Wednesday with a much better camera. An actual camera instead of an old, not an iPad, but an old tablet. Oldish. It's new to me. That's all that matters. The tablet's new to me. All right. Thank you all again.